Okay, so I was going to take a break after my last Libra reading with Capricorn, but for some reason Spirit had Virgo come out. So before I take a break, there's something that they want Virgo to be able to see. So I'm going to do this reading, even though I wasn't going to, but this is Spirit's thing. So I listen to Spirit at all times. What they want is what is going to happen because they want some Capricorn to know this. All right, so the Sun in reverse, the Star in reverse, and the Seven of Wands in reverse, guys. So how Virgo feels, the Sun in reverse. Now, take it as it resonates, guys. Don't make it make sense. If it's not for you, it's not for you. Don't make it make sense. If you want a more personal reading, I will definitely do that. There's a link in the description box below. Relationships, it's not just necessarily mean a love relationship. It could be a work relationship, friendship, family. Take it as it is just between a connection, okay? So the Sun card in reverse. So this is 19. 9 plus 1 is 10, all right? So Virgo, it does represent, the Sun represents positive feelings all around. So keep things light and joyous and don't get too heavy. Don't let it get too heavy, okay? So this person feels exuberant, attractive, and charismatic. They feel like you are exuberant and attractive and charismatic. You brighten up the whole mood in every room that you walk into. Nice. Even though that's reverse, it still became a positive. Did you see that? I like that a lot. So this is the Star card. You guys had a lot of this in all of your readings. Make sure you watch your other readings, guys. Even if it's not specifically about that person, it's still the energy that's around you. So it's kind of interesting. So the Star's number or 17. So 7 plus 1 is 8. That's seeking solutions, right? So Virgo perceives you as giving, but they also feel an unseen pressure to reciprocate. Meaning that when they feel like when you give to them that you expect it back. Okay, so watch that. Okay, so try to give without strings attached and try to give without expectations. Partnerships thrive when it's friendship first. So don't act cold. Destiny needs to play out. And you got that. You got this on a lot of other cards. So don't tell me it's not you because it has to be you. There's too much. There's no coincidences in this world. I'm telling you, I swear. The Seven of Wands in reverse. So Wands is fire. Sevens are also illusionary success. So Virgo in this instance, this is Mars in Leo. So this is the Lord of Valor. So Virgo feels adamant about a position that they hold. So they have a vision for their life and are resistant to deviate from it. Okay, so they have a vision. There's a goal that they want, and they're not going to deviate from that. Okay, so this card could also represent a person who has trouble opening up to others or getting close to others. And this is the thing that sounds so much like Virgo, because the thing about Virgo is that they are self. Nines are self. Okay, so what they do is they'll take themselves out of a situation to gain introspection and view things in their own way. They don't let anything influence that decision. Okay, so the hermit means like they're good about being on their own, right? So just keep that in mind, that it not necessarily has so much to do with you, but it has to do with just the way that they are. Okay, they don't need that outer it's hard for them to open up to others, and it's hard for them to get close to others because they are used to being alone. They're happy to be alone, but those are the best people to be with because they're very confident in who they are. The hermit is very wise. They're the wisest of the zodiac because of that fact, because they trust in themselves and they don't have anything steer them off their path. Anything outer influences influence them at all. They like to be alone. That's the whole thing about Virgo. They're about self. Okay, so don't feel like it's you. It's just it's trust me when I tell you, I'm surrounded by Virgos, and that is the way that they are. Okay, they're very, I'm not saying selfish, but they are very about themselves. Okay, so but that is good because they, like I said, they're the wisest of the zodiac for a reason, and that is because they trust in themselves. They trust in their resolve. Like they don't let anything distract them. Tower in reverse. You guys have had that a lot in your other readings. Make sure you watch other readings, guys. I'm serious, because this energy is funny. It plays out to where you know, there's a lot of cards here. There's 78 cards here, and each deck is, so I do these with how they feel, and these with messages from spirit. It's funny how this all keeps replaying in almost like a cycle, because it's the energy you guys are in, Capricorn. So make sure you watch the other readings. You learned a lot. You'll learn a lot about yourselves and the energy that you're in right now and how you're coming off as to others. Okay, so it's kind of interesting. But yeah, so there's three. Oh, look at the sun in reverse again. Wow. So now this is going to be messages from spirit to you. So now we're going to see what's going on here, even though that other card turned out to be good anyways. The sun card to me is like return to innocence. It means that it's not tainted. Meaning that, like, we let life get to us, right? The world gets to us. And then we put up these blocks and we shut the windows and we put on armor. The thing about the sun card to me is like it's a renewal of, you know, believing in yourself again, or not letting other things influence you, right? So return to innocence is like you're coming into something without the weight of the world on you anymore, right? So it's like an innocence, like when we were kids, everything was happy and joyous until people started hurting us, and we started putting on that armor, right? So you might from a past relationship be carrying something over, like if you got hurt in a way that it might be kind of flowing onto this relationship, right? So if the Hermit isn't opening up, you might feel rejected or abandoned. So keep in mind, guys, okay, it's not about you, it's just the way the Hermit is. So don't feel that way, okay? I'm not saying that that's the way that it is. I'm not saying that it's not, you know, like, it of course can affect you. Everything affects us. But be mindful of where that feeling is coming from. Because I'm going to tell you guys something right now. When we're complete and we're whole about something, nobody can ever make us feel jealous. Nobody can ever make us feel like we're not good enough. There's something in us that is triggering that. It's not them. They can't, nobody else, when we're complete and whole, nobody else can have that effect on us. Okay, so keep that in mind, guys. All right, so, and relationships are always here to help us learn more about ourselves. So maybe it's something about you, not necessarily about them. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay, so the Tower card from Spirit, messages from Spirit. Now, this Tower card happens when we learn, we grow, we get better. And as we do that, that building is now too big for that foundation to hold. So what happens is the universe comes in and they will knock us to our very knees, or that building to its very knees, so we can rebuild that foundation more stable. Okay, so the Tower card is, I'm pretty sure it's 16, and yes it is. So 16 would be 6 plus 1 is 7, so that's seeking, or that's illusionary success, right? So this is Mars. This is like danger, or I'm sorry, it's like an illness, a loss, obstacles, some kind of situation that's hard, or personal transformation, fear of change, or a reality, or like a disaster. Okay, so like I said, right? There might be something that is pouring in from, I'm sorry for yawning, guys, I'm tired. But I had to do this reading, and Spirit really wanted me to. So there might be something pouring on from old past relationship that is kind of influencing this one. Okay, so keep that in mind, guys. That's the way I'm taking this. Now, the Sun card in reverse. The Sun is 19, and the Sun is the Sun is the Sun. That's the energy of the Sun, right? So that might be inner child. What did I say, you guys? Inner child. There might be something that is affecting you from your inner child. You might be feeling down or overly optimistic or even aloof. So, like I said, there might be something that is triggering something that has happened. Oh yeah, I gotta hurry up because my battery's dying on this. So there might be something that's triggering you in this situation. Okay, so get aware of that. What it really is, what really is happening here, and not on the surface. Okay, the Seven of Wands. So sevens are illusionary success. What did I say, guys? Like, there's something that may seem like something is not what it seems here. Okay, so this is Mars and Leo. This is like a challenge, a competition, protection, perseverance, a slippery slope, or feel like you're fighting alone. You're never fighting alone, ever. Spirit is there. You don't have to fight all these wands. Like I said, there's something more spiritually that you need to look inside about, that things aren't always what they seem, okay? So if you feel like they're disconnecting from you, they're not. This is something that you feel from something that has happened. You got the Seven of Wands twice here. See that? So the World card is last. This is a completion, an accomplishment, a finale, or you might be traveling, okay? So there might be something complete here, and it's like, okay, so this is the way I take it. So what she's doing is, this is a completion, right? So she's looking to her past as she's stepping towards her future, meaning that we take what we learned from the past, okay? We don't dwell on it. We don't bring it to our future, because then that's not healthy, right? We leave it where it is. We take what we learned from it and we keep moving forward, okay? So don't get stuck in the past, all right? Don't carry on things from the past into this relationship. Find out what's triggering you and why it's triggering you. You got the Sun card in reverse and twice, so that's telling me this is a return to innocence. That's telling me something from maybe a childhood, or maybe something that has bothered you before is now carrying over into this relationship. It's not necessarily what the Virgo is doing, but there's something that's triggering you. So let's get aware of that, guys, okay? Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, guys, and love and light.